All right, guys, Bill here. What is it today? Tuesday? We're going to go head out on a dash and see what we can do. We're going to try and make a little money today. Yeah, unfortunately, had to get that out of the way. It's one of the pitfalls of this job. You do have to pay for a little gas here and there, but once again, I preach over and over again. I have a car that gets good gas mileage. It makes a huge difference. So I'm going to go ahead and put in here my earnings from last week, what I spent on gas and so forth, and where that money's going. $500 of this money did go toward investments today. I spent today. I bought a share of Airbnb. I bought a little bit of Discovery, and then I spent the rest on Corsair Gaming. Airbnb is one that's stock that I believe is just going to be here for the long haul. I think it's a good value right now compared to what it's going to do in the future. So I just think it's a wise investment long term. For Corsair and Discovery, I think they're just criminally undervalued right now. So I've bought them for the next, hopefully, few years. They'll pay off for me, and I guess we'll see. But I have a lot of confidence in those. So if you hopefully watched my video yesterday, and if you haven't, I'll put the link to it up in here. I did a stock review on PaySafe, but you'll see that PaySafe was up over 5% today. It extended its agreement with Zen.com, which is overseas company, and anyway, it gave it more opportunities. It gave PaySafe more opportunities to use its for more people to use its eCash and digital wallet. So it had a nice gain today, and hopefully that'll continue. But it's just kind of a coincidence. I did the video yesterday, and then it had a nice update today, and similar things kind of happened with Pam Trucking. I did the video, it had its earnings, and then it's skyrocketing. Airbnb, I did its video, and it's been on a nice little uptrend, although it was already on one anyway. And then Teladoc, I did one when it bottomed out, and it's kind of moved up a little bit since then. I think Teladoc, I got, quite a few, about $10,000 worth of that, and I think that it's gonna it's the wave of the future as far as medicine goes. Telehealth is, so I think I'm gonna make a lot of money on that one. I really do. Between that and Airbnb, I think I'm gonna make a whole lot of money. So that's the plan, and that's the hope. So anyway, that's kind of an update on what I did with the money last week, or from last week, what I did with it today. So we're on our way out to our spot to dash, and let you know when I get an order. All right, guys, I got 3 orders here, 1 from Grubhub, 2 from Doordash. The Grubhub order I got pretty soon after I left off the base, so it's for $15, and it was for like 11 miles, but 4 or 5 miles of that was driving to the restaurant. And then the stack order is combined almost, it's $15.75, so, and it's just a few miles, so not too shabby. So I'm on my way to drop those off. Alright, got the 2 Doordash orders dropped off. Second one got a nice little 75-cent hidden tip, so it was $8.75. The first one was $7.75, so not too shabby. I always like to see it, no matter how small it is, although the bigger the better, right? But yeah, I'll take it. So got about a 7-minute drive to go drop off the Grubhub order, and not too bad start. I'll take it. Okay, I got that one dropped off too, and I already got a new Grubhub order. I got it before I even dropped that one off. It's from Chipotle, and it's a little over $11. It was for 8 miles, but I think that includes, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that includes the miles like to continue dropping it off and then go back, or it might be just from the person's house there. Looking on the map, I don't think it was 8 miles though, from the person's house to Chipotle and then to drop off. So I don't know. We'll see. Either way, it's not bad when I subtract the extra drive, where I was going to go anyway. So anyway, I don't know if any of you have heard, I saw recently where Doordash is now, I guess, if you decline 5 orders in a row, that they will end your dash. So if you're in an area where it's busy, you can go right back on and dash, but if you're not, then you might not be able to dash anymore. So hasn't happened to me yet, but I'm curious, not in a good way, to see if that's true, because that's not well, I don't think it's right. If you're not an employee, you're supposed to be able to, as a gig worker, as a contracted worker, be able to pick and choose which ones you do. But I don't know. It make me have to be more careful of which ones I decline, and especially when I multi-app and doing 2 at the same time or something, because we'll just have to see. I don't want to be 20-30 minutes into a dash and get it ended on me, and then I can't get another one started. That would suck. It cost me some money. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I hope that's not true, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. But anyway, I'm on my way to Chipotle to pick up this Grubhub order, and we'll get that sucker taken care of. So I just picked up a Doordash order. I got that in addition, $11.75 for 8 miles. A little farther than I wanted, but it's only a 15-minute drive, and it's going literally the exact same direction, just a little farther than the Grubhub order. So, I just consider it a little farther than that Grubhub order. It's no big deal. Anyway, it's definitely worth it. Gonna go drop those off, and I'll let you know how it goes. So got that one dropped off. Pretty simple. Although it would have been nice to be my last one of the night, because thing there took me home not too far, so I got to drive all the way back out, but it's not that far. No big deal. It's worth it for the money, I guess. So we're at 6:42, and I'm at about $55, so I'm ahead of the pace I like to be at, which is $50 by 7 o'clock. So that's good stuff. So pretty decent start to the night, and hopefully it keeps up. I've been thinking about this whole DoorDash thing ending your dash if you decline 5 in a row, and I'm really curious. I think hopefully at the end of the night I'm going to try and decline 5 in a row, just to see if it'll end me, after I'm already done, just to see if it actually does it or not. I'm really curious whether it's going to do that. I think that's some absolute bull if it does. So we're going to test it out, see how it goes at the end of the shift. So I just realized, I was thinking, used to, on DoorDash, I used to get, anytime I went by a Walmart, I would start getting Walmart orders, and they'd start coming in. They were terrible, but I used to get them all the time. And now I hadn't realized it, but I haven't got one from DoorDash in probably months. I can't remember. It's probably been 2 or 3 months, maybe 4 or 5 months since I've gotten one. It's been a long time. But now I get them on Uber Eats all the time, and it's not even when I go by, just when I go by a Walmart. I don't have to be anywhere near one, and I get them, and they're garbage, just like they were on DoorDash, $5 or something like that. So it's weird. I wonder if Walmart changed who they went through. I guess maybe they did, because man, I used to get them constantly. I'd pass a Walmart or know I was coming up near Walmart, and I would just be like, here it comes, and sure enough, a few seconds later, I'd start getting them, and I'd, decline, never take that. I hope we never get them, because with this new End Your Dash thing, my dash would be ending quick, because I wouldn't take one for nothing. But now it's Uber Eats all the time. And I tell you, even with this new Walmart, if they actually end your dash with this stuff, if I'm still not, they'll have to end my dash before I start taking no tip orders and stuff like that. You know, it's not worth my time to go out there and do it. I'll just go home and make no money before I start basically paying out of my own pocket to deliver people's food. You know, that's when you take those little tiny orders, $4.25, $3.50, you taking those to drive however many miles, and you're taking all that time to sit and wait on the order. You're just costing yourself money. You're not even making money at that point. You're costing yourself money. Someone who takes all those orders does not think very highly of their time. They don't have much self-confidence or something, because it's just, you don't think your time is worth very much if you're accepting those. I mean, that's the way I see it. My time is worth way more than, you know, $5 an hour, which is probably what that works out about too. So, and then maybe even less than that, because that's not even thinking about the gas you spend and everything. So yeah, they'll just have to end my dash before I accept stuff like that. But we'll see. I hope it's not true, but if it is, I guess it is. Just got another order, $11.50 for 7 miles, which it seems like a bit much, but it's like 6.5 miles of its freeway. I know it's to an apartment complex that I actually hate, but hopefully there's some instructions. Usually that people in there that order give good instructions. Anyway, the apartment complex is literally right off the freeway, and the restaurant I'm picking up from is right on the freeway too. So it's probably not even half a mile out of the 7 that's not freeway. So anyway, headed to pick that up. Great instructions. It's awesome. Okay, just dropped that one off. Super easy. Had great instructions on it. This apartment complex, if you don't have any instructions, is the absolute worst. And I think that most of the people here realize that. They're tired of getting their food late and stuff like that, because I would say 4 out of 5 times I get this apartment complex, they give instructions on how to find them, and it makes a world of difference, especially when they're good. So got that one done. It's awesome. And I already got a Grubhub order, so $15, a little over 15 and change for 7 miles. So I'm gonna go get that one, so not too bad. Alright guys, well, I just dropped off one more Grubhub order, $13 for just a few miles. No big deal, pretty easy. I think I'm going to call it a night. Made about $93. I can't complain too much. Yeah, had a pretty good night. It was really easy, so I appreciate it, and I'm going to call it a night. Well, I tried to check out the 5 orders declined in a row and see if it would end my dash. But naturally, when you try to do that, you don't get any orders. So there was no orders for me to decline. So I'm on the way home, and I, had it on to see if anything would come up. But of course, no orders are coming in. It figures, it wants to do it to me probably in the middle of my dash, I bet. But I'll try tomorrow again. Maybe tomorrow I'll have better luck and be able to test it out. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. Please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.